Are you sure Asa shouldn't be on it?
Hmm?
He's talking about this one. It's been here 55 years.
Yeah, but yeah, I miss flowers.
Oh, there he is, Asa, on top of their house. Come on, Daddy. Come on. Let's get off of there. Ava, I thought you were sick. Guys, don't fight each other. Look at that.
All right, Mom, hold on. Hold on.
That's a piranha pine. Y'all do that later. And they're like that. He's already knew what that is. But that's a piranha pine.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another tour of Grace and Majestic Orchard. I am your host, Asia Davis, and of course my beautiful mom, who will also be hosting and telling us all these beautiful trees today. So what we're going to get in today is basically evergreen trees. As you can see behind me, we have a beautiful Japanese azalea, and with the Japanese azalea and other trees in this region, we're going to be going over all the trees that you can put in your yard if you want greenery all year round and you're not really into a landscape with just like those dormant plants everywhere. They're beautiful in a sense, but if you really want just some greenery and just some beautiful trees from all over, we're going to be digging into that today in today's video, and just some cool facts about the cool plants that's within the Majestic Orchard. I hope you guys enjoy all the nature scenes as well. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here is the first plant. A little beautiful look at the close-up. Look at those beautiful foliage on this. All right, Mom, what is this that we are looking at here? It's beautiful green and luscious.
That is a piranha juniper.
Oh, a piranha juniper. Wow. And like you said, like, look at those leaves, guys. I just love the two greens as well. Imagine this on a landscape, and imagine you can also form this into whatever you like. This one naturally grows like this, but you can also snip it. Do you actually snip it to keep it this shape?
I snip it in the shape that maybe something that you wouldn't normally see. So I look at it and I shape it into just something.
Oh wow, I love it. All right, Mom, so what are we looking at here?
That's a Chinese holly integrated with an azalea bush.
All right, so this side, guys, is the azalea bush. You'll see that actually very common around this area. And then this is the Chinese holly. Look how spiky those things are. It's definitely more narrow than your average holly bush. I know the ones on the other side of the property, they're actually thicker and more green, but these look a little bit more on the lighter color and a little bit more glossy and spiky. I do notice that not this tree in particular, but you're actually going to see another Chinese holly, and these things attract bees. Okay, they love the flowers off of this tree. But look, it is the end of winter and it is gorgeously green. Gorgeously green. One. All right.
Now we're coming to azaleas.
Can you tell me about the azaleas? A little bit more detail.
Right now, to end of winter, going into spring. In a few weeks, we're going to see those beautiful flowers just coming out all over the place. And it's going to make the area so beautiful.
And guys, let's check out this pine tree here. Gonna go up the root here. Like, look at the pine tree. This thing is huge. And do you know what kind of pine tree this is, Mom? This evergreen tree here?
I do not.
Well, that is another evergreen. Y'all know if y'all got some longleaf pines or whatever the case may be, those are always in season all year round. And it makes some good mulch and some good landscaping mulch too. That's what I love about the pine tree. All right, guys. We're gonna walk over this way. Okay, Mom, so while we're walking, can you tell me, we have some, what, more?
So guys, that pine tree that she just showed you is a loblolly pine tree.
Oh, a loblolly. They're actually native to North Carolina and a lot of other southeastern states as well. They're very common around this area in the 8A zone. And as guys, also another note, as we are looking through the different evergreen trees and shrubs and landscape, please keep in mind that you're going to have to check your zone and make sure that they thrive in your zone, because it depends on what zone you have, and that will determine what type of tree, bush, evergreen, etc. your yard needs for it to thrive like this year round. All right, and here's some more.
Yes, that's another azalea.
Yeah, and notice how they like kind of like make like a cool little bridge. And you can shape them. And my mom she does keep these up very well. So like, what's the maintenance on them look like, Mom?
Yeah, you have to constantly shape them, especially if you have a certain art. So you have to constantly shape them as you see them. As you can see, like you can see the top of it to kind of make it a little more round. But they're just a beautiful tree, especially in the next few weeks, which we will show you guys.
All right, guys, and we showed you this in the last video. So if you haven't checked out the last video, we were talking about this fence and how it turned out that this fence actually started out super small, like this plant here and this plant, and now, which is a rose right here, and now we see how huge and big these plants are. So Ma, can you explain what plants we're looking at here? And
okay, so that's a Japanese Transstromia. And that takes a lot of time as far as keeping it shapely. And if you can give the whole picture of all the work that I'm going to have to do, and then we'll show you the finished project in a few weeks.
all right, guys, so here, it's super huge, guys. I'm actually gonna go back a little bit more.
It gives so much privacy.
So if you guys, right, love it, love it, love it. So if you guys have nosy neighbors, or if you want some privacy but you don't want to put up a picket fence or whatever, you know, something that wears and tears, you can actually have a live fence, and you can actually use this plant and plant them just like not too far away from each other. You guys can see like they're not too far away, just enough so they can expand out. And guys, people cannot go in and out of these bushes like very easy at all. My mom just keeps them very, very cut down and very trimmed, but you can make them as thin or as thick as you like. So let's go ahead and see. You can even look at how beautiful the leaves are and just how dense these thickets are here. But yeah, love the fence, love the fence. It's definitely something. So Mom, you say you might actually are considering actually putting this around the orchard as a fence, as a natural fence. And then guys, if you're gardening as well, remember, the more and more plants you have on your property, the more and more dead matter and dry matter that's going to fall on the ground. And that becomes even a better opportunity to use it in your compost and things like that. So, you know, just use nature to your advantage. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And you can kind of see the shorter plants over here. If you guys want to see like it as it grows. Mom, about how long does it take for the fence to get this size?
Oh my goodness, it took about, between forever, it took about 15 years to get that big.
Wow, so these took 15 years, guys. And remember, my mom does trim it, so it could be even higher than this possibly, you know? But how about these lower ones, Mom? So these maybe, this maybe 3 to 5? These smaller ones down here? And I feel like that's still a good.
Actually, that was put there the same time as those,
Mm-hmm.
but we just kept them really low.
Oh, okay. So these are actually 15 years old or probably older, but my mom says she just keeps them low because it's just this part of the. I know it just kind of fits with the way she wants the landscape to go. All right, nice. Now you guys can see her ladder there so she can actually climb, because these things are tall, okay? These gotta be, I would say, 10 to 12 feet bushes here. All right, let's get into the next one. 3, 2, 1.
Can't wait for you guys to see the finished product.
And the finished product it will. Look how, y'all remember how bushy it is. Now wait till my mom trims it up. You'll see she working her magic. There's our beloved peacock, y'all. Always making noise in the neighbor's yard. But look at him. Look at his little shadow. And then the other ones, they're very much roosting over. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can get them in the shot. Whoop, right here. Look at them. They always like run in a pack. I'm trying to get closer, but I also don't want them to get upset. Here's the one closer to the ground. I wish he could step into the light so we could see his glorious beauty. Ma, what's the name of that peacock on the ground right there?
That's just the peacock. Remember, the girls are peahens and the boys are peacocks.
Oh, so it's a peacock. Peacock. Peahen.
The girls aren't as
Peahens. These are peahens. The girls aren't as pretty as the boys, but I feel like the girls are kind of pretty because they're white and gray.
every now and then they put their feathers out, but not like the boys.
Right.
The boys are glorious.
But they're over here chilling, y'all. Let's get into the rest of these evergreen trees. We got a couple more and then we're gonna close out. Let's get into it. Y'all ever seen a peacock collar? I got it at the tail end of it. He's trying to show his dominance. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so here we are. Look at this beautiful tree, guys. Look at these leaves. It has the most beautiful trunk as well. Look at that, how the trunk is. I just love the way it just looks. And guys, it's beautiful now during this time of the season, especially during the winter, because there's no bees. Mom, can you tell me what tree this is? And
This is the huge Japanese Chinese holly that we first saw, like maybe the second tree. So now this is how big it can expand.
So you guys remember that double, the one with the azalea and the holly that we were talking about earlier? Well, guess what? It can also expand into a huge tree, and it gives a lot of shade. And if you guys want some pollinators, this is the tree for it, because if you can see very closely there, the bees love that. And I'll research what exactly they're attracted to, why they're attracted to this tree. But yeah, the bees love these little nodules, and it's like full of bees and pollinators. And this beautiful, beautiful tree, guys, it smells so Lovely. If you like a nice flowery aroma in your yard and just like a whiff of just fragrance, floral fragrance, this is the tree. It's like a mix of like a honeysuckle and I don't know, like a flowery, like fragrant tree. So yes. Oh, look guys, there's our little friend. We finally got a good shot of him. He's letting us get a little close.
And we have one coming around the corner.
And look, there's one right around the corner. Over here, I was going the wrong way, y'all. Look at them. Beautiful, beautiful peacocks. I'm gonna kind of look at that tail, guys. So beautiful, so majestic. And they just be chilling, y'all. They're all over the orchard. They just kind of roam freely. That one over there is coming from behind there. They're so chill. I was like, y'all gonna have to help us name them because right now they're just peacock. We gotta add some names to them and stuff because there's just so many, guys. One thing about peacocks, they procreate like bunnies, rabbits, cats. Like once you have 2 of them, they start to have babies and then it just keeps going and keeps going. They really do a really good job of taking care of their young and so forth. But yeah. All right, let's get into the next tree. All right, guys, so here is the final tree of the video. Thank you guys for sticking in there. All right, Mom, so what is this tree?
Oh, this is a piranha pine.
It's a piranha pine, guys. Look at the look of that wood, guys. And you said you have to do a little bit of work to it. There's like some dry bits, some pruning and
Dead branches off, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's
Mhm.
pretty bright. Summer comes
look how vibrantly green that is, guys. You'll see that. Vibrant. I love this, the look of the stump. It's like a reddish color, reddish tan. It's really beautiful. It's another addition, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. It kind of just goes straight up. It doesn't go out. So if you have like limited space or something like that, you can always get like a smaller version. But look at that plant, guys. I love this one as well. Let's go ahead and get closer to it. Look at that. All right, guys, so we're gonna get into our biblical moment.
Okay, guys. So the scripture I want to end with for grace and majestic nature and orchard is the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. As I was explaining the pruning, as I was explaining the different trees, and Asia was explaining the different trees, one thing about working with nature, I always think about God and his creation. I think about the birds, the beautiful peacocks, and all the things that God has given us stewardship over. So let us remember when we're doing our plants, when we are pruning and we're taking care of our animals, that everything God has created, and he's given us the authority to take care of it and enjoy what he has created. Guys, we'll see you the next time. Enjoy.
All right, guys, that was lovely, Mom. All right, guys, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you guys very, very soon in the next week or two. Grace and peace. Ciao, ciao.